Travis from Tricks of the Trade. Today we're going to be working on another separation exercise. This is a follow-up to the exercise that we did before, where you're doing a bass line with the left hand and holding down a chord with the right. It's one of the other videos on the page, so check that one out first. It sounded something like this. Obviously, I'm just staying in the one chord there. I'm not doing the whole progression, just to remind you what it sounded like. And I'm going to show you something that's a little bit more complex rhythmically, and it's just to kind of, test your separation a little bit more, push you a little bit further in that direction. It's going to be a little challenging at first, so I'm going to show you how it goes real time. And basically what you're doing is you're playing the chord instead of just doing that long chord that holds over a whole measure. In the measure, you're just doing a real staccato hit on the chord on beats 4 and beats 1. So it sounds like this. And once again, it's beats 4 and beats 1, so it goes 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. If you just have to even not play the right hand for a second, just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Just for a little bit, just to get that in your head of where the the numbers are in the measure. Do that. And I'll try doing it a little bit slower right now, just so you can hear it. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Even a little slower. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And once again, I'm just sticking in one chord right now. I'm not even worried about the rest of the progression, because this is less about learning a progression and more about learning separation. If you want to make it even more simple, don't even worry about the chord. Just hit one note. I mean, honestly, you could hit an F sharp if you want, although it wouldn't sound good. But for the purpose of what we're trying to do, it would be the same thing. But in this case, let's just hit a C, because it'll sound a little bit more pleasing to the ear. Instead of hitting the chord, just go. If it helps you to count, do it. Or if you feel like you can get that in your head without having to count, that might be easier too. Whatever works. I know a lot of people would probably like to count, some people wouldn't. And do it as slow as you need. And if you really, really, really want to simplify it, whenever you're doing anything more complicated, you're kind of using extra mental energy, and that might hinder your ability to get the main separation down. Because once you have the separation down, adding more flourish to it, adding things that are a little bit more complicated is challenging, but it's not as challenging as getting that separation down in the first place. Your brain has to click and get it, kind of under your skin, so to speak. So even if you just went... Everyone has a different learning style, and some people, it's easier for them to just do the whole thing. Who knows? Maybe you're at a place where it'll be not too hard just to... to show you a couple different ways of varying degrees of difficulty to try to get the separation down. So work on that for a little bit. Message with any questions in the comment field below the video, and please give the video a like and the page a subscription, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks so much.